Hi, my name is Jill Clifton. I'm the author and creator of Landscape of Mothers, and I've been hearing a lot again about how unhappy parents are as a group, and I think it especially came out of that Chappelle Roan interview. And but this isn't the first time we've had this conversation. Likely it isn't going to be the last. But I think that we need to be careful about what we're actually talking about. The way that it's being framed right now is that parenting basically like kills our souls, right? That so much is asked of us and required of us in parenting, that we're acknowledging that it takes a huge toll on us personally to raise children. But I think it's not parenting that does that. It's parenting in the ways that we're doing it right now in the West that are doing that. And so I don't want to suggest that kids, I don't want us to get caught in a place where like kids are soul suckers, because they are not. But the way that we're set up to care for children, to bring children into the world, to take care of them and guide them is not supportive. And I've been talking about this a lot lately. So have some other people, about how this isn't the way that humans were evolved to raise children, that we evolved in communities in which children were tended to and cared for by the entire community. And so that's part of what we're missing that is really soul sucking, right? Is we're missing our community. And that is actually the thing that's causing our problems right now, relative to parenting and raising children. So I think that there is no quick fix to this, right? I mean, we're talking about community. You can't just throw people together and expect them to behave like a community, especially with so much underlying training in do-it-yourself and being self-sufficient. So we need to look for another way. And I think one of the very first steps we can take is to start to reorient ourselves to how we actually are still in community. So we do a lot of things, we just tend to discount them as unimportant or insignificant, most often I think because they're not quite enough, right? So the ways that we share carpools, the ways that we do have a babysitter sometimes, or the way we trade with another mom for time to get stuff done, or the way that we take kids to play dates or whatever, even though all of that is highly orchestrated now in a way that it didn't used to be, it's worth noting that we are still doing some of those things, and we do have some of those behaviors embedded in how we function, and to start to reorient back to them and to try to start to build on them. So I highly recommend kind of taking a few minutes and looking for those things that you've discounted as ways that you are being supported and helped in your parenting. And I recognize that it's not enough. It doesn't take care of all the problems. But it is the first step in beginning to reorient ourselves back toward community. So good luck out there.